In this week's episode, we set sail from Roscoff to Lezairdrieux via Roscoff. We eat outside en plein air to enjoy our French food and wonder if our mooring will hold in this fierce spring tide.
We're coming across from Roscoff to Roscoff. We've got a bit of swell on the beam. It's always difficult to see on camera, so I just thought I'd try and get something that looked a bit like the sort of swell we're getting. Tish is having to use the wheel a lot to try and keep us off the lumpiest of it.
Doing 7.6 knots. We're quite close to land. I don't know if you can see that on the chart plotter. 50 metres of water. The wind is behind. Still a bit rolly out here, but it's settling down. We're sort of going to head around that little bit of headland there and look for maybe an anchorage. There is in there. There's mooring buoys. I'm not sure about the sea state. If not, we've got to head into a marina. Well, I needed a very quick break, so the skipper took over from me. It's calmed down a lot now. It's settling down, which we're really pleased about, because we're slightly worried we might not make the marina if it's a choice that we want. There's a very limited tide window. So we made it in. Conditions aren't too bad. I don't know if you can see them, but there's some white. There they are, look. More and more in the water. These are visitors' buoys. We're going to pick one of those up. Okay, we're in. We're on. Got a problem with our fair lead, which Alan is just doing a bit of split hose and tape to make sure we don't chafe our mooring warp. Got a lovely spot just under this little headland. I think it's called Point de Chateau. I'm just sat in the cockpit chilling, and we can watch little boats sailing by. Very chill.
Not a bad start to the morning. It's 6:30, something like that, and we're being treated to a beautiful sunrise, which never gets tiring. Look at that! Amazing. Boat swinging, so we're losing it, but never mind. Beautiful, beautiful start to the day.
Well, it's time to slip our mooring. So, here we go. We're heading to Lezairdrieux. I think that's how you say it anyway. So the mooring slipped. We're clear. Time to go backwards.
Backwards?
Very slightly, yeah. Alan's asking me which direction we're moving from the buoy, so he knows how to clear it. There we go. Goodbye. New port for us tonight. Too windy to stay here. Tonight, that is. It's flat calm now. What a beautiful start to the day. Absolutely stunning. Anyway, I'm getting very distracted. I should be doing my deck work. So we're sneaking out early doors. It is low water here. And you can see we were in 4.7 metres. Now on our boat that means 4.7 metres underneath our keel. And we are sneaking out at this little entrance. It goes between the island on the left and the land here on the right. It is marked. There's a red can over there. And on this side you can see there's a binnacle tower in the water. So that's guiding us out, but it is going to be a little bit shallow till we just pop through here. So nice and slow. We're on a rising tide, so hopefully if anything does go a bit awry we will just float off in an hour or so. So that's why we're giving it a go. The alarm you can hear is just the GPS saying we've reached a waypoint. There's Alan this morning. looking very handsome as usual.
Yeah, but really.
And we were moored over there.
It's finally time to sail, which is lovely. We're doing about 6 knots, and it's only light winds, but we're getting a lot of tide. Just enjoying it, you know, thinking about the joy of sailing. And then the bloody crew wants noodles.
Noodles!
She's demanding that I give her some food, which seems to me to be a bit over the top. She'll be wanting payment next.
You
Money.
did get me up really early, so this is like breakfast.
It's just all you deserve.
Second breakfast.
It's second breakfast already, and it's only not even 10 o'clock yet.
As the skipper said, we are sailing. It's lovely. Just about got enough breeze to do it. It just feels so good to sail. Engine off. Plenty of room to manoeuvre. Look at that. We are heading around this headland over here. It's just lovely. A bit mackerel sky though. And we're just slipping through the water. So here you can see what we're doing. We've got 6.8 knots through the water. We've got about 8 knots of wind, 48 metres of water. And you can see there on the chart plotter that we're sort of passing this promontory. Got to go out a bit further to avoid all the rocks and then change of course. But for now, just loving this silent sailing. Well, we're in the entrance to Lezairdrieux, the river entrance. There we go. You can still see the clouds bubbling up. I think it's going to be a bit wet tomorrow. But this is the way we're going. See the big red marker. Lots of rocks going down. Got quite a way to heading up the river though. It's quite exciting.
Interesting leading mark. Very useful as you come in, but for some reason they've only painted half of it white. They obviously ran out of paint, but they did the top all red, but the rest of it is not all white, if you see what I mean.
So, celebrating with lunch. Delicious homemade pizza.
Oh.
Aren't we lucky?
That's lovely.
I don't get better than that, do you? Nice sail. Pizza.
Fantastic sail.
Brilliant view.
I really enjoyed the sail. Do you want it to stop? It's always a good sign, isn't it?
No, I didn't want it to stop today. I just wanted to keep going. It was so nice. Could have done. Could have gone straight to Olney. Except we haven't checked out. Well, we've arrived in Lezairdrieux. That's the marina there. we've picked up a mooring, which is our favourite way to be. We're going to head into town in a minute. We came from the river up there, and we are going to need to deploy this to get there.
We've just come ashore and we stumbled across this magnificent lighthouse top. It's obviously the light taken from some local lighthouse which is no longer used, but it's impressive, isn't it? Really interesting to see the inside of how the lights work. And next to it is a wind turbine, which is kind of yesterday's technology and today's technology. So nice bit of street art. We've been sat here for a few days, and it's a lovely town. So you know, we're not complaining. And we've gone from Neeps to Springs, and when it reaches or approaches Springs, you really do feel the current here. On the buoy, we felt as if we were doing about 5 knots. We were bouncing on the water. We took some video of it. It doesn't always come out that well, but you'll see how the buoys were underwater, and the ladder was basically should be vertical and it was horizontal. So yeah, if you come in to Lezairdrieux, then try and come in at high water or low water, and preferably not Springs, because the tides are really fierce. Well, here we are. It's 2 hours off high water in Lezairdrieux, and this is the rate at which the current is running. It's absolutely hacking in. It's over 11 metres tide today, and you can really see it. There we are. Looks like we're doing about 4 knots. Just sat on the buoy, which is always disappearing around the bow. There we are. This is the bubble maker. Oh, it's going around the bow the other side now. Luckily, I'm up to the challenge. And there we go, hacking along. And the other buoy is underwater.
So today we decided to stay in port. We could have gone sailing, but the weather was going to be grim after today, and all the ports outside the one we're in are quite expensive, so we decided to stay put. So today was supposed to be nicer weather. It's not windy, but it's really wet. And we, in our infinite wisdom, have decided to go for a walk. So, here we are in the rain, heading to a lighthouse. It looks a bit like a space shuttle. Whether we make it or not, I don't know. We might give up in this weather, but let's see. So what are you thinking of the walk so far?
This is some sort of torture.
Torture?
If we're ever at war, this is the torture that will make me talk.
Make you walk up and down hills.
Up a hill, and then you go down a hill, and then you walk up a hill. Why can't they just build everything on the flat? That's what I want to know.
We just emerged from a woodland track to this. It looks like a navigation marker. With the red window, red port light of some sort, sector light. It's interesting though. There's Alan going to investigate. What does it say it is roughly?
What do you mean, what does it say it is?
It says something about being a port.
It says it's 16 nautical miles. That must be the visibility, and it's red.
Red. And it was destroyed.
It's a continuous red.
Destroyed in the war.
It was destroyed on the 4th of August 1944.
And rebuilt in 1947.
And it's a leading light because it has an alignment of 2-1.
Oh yeah. I like the door. It's like a hobbit door. We're disappearing into this wood. It's like a little dark archway. I'm letting Alan go first. Could be robbers in them woods. Thieves. Goblins. So Alan's found this route. It's basically climbing. There's no red and white markers which we've been following, but he's telling me this is the way.
Red and white marker.
Oh, all right, he spotted one. He just didn't tell me. Okay, oh, don't fall. Needless to say, this route continues to be uphill. And now, we're heading this way. Barely looks like a path apart from this bridge. It's like the wilds of Borneo in here. Very green, very lush. Still steep. And still more to go.
It's not widely known that the French had a very active space programme before the formation of the European Space Agency. And they were working in secret on their own design for a space shuttle. And they got all their top designers from Renault and Citroën in. And they came up with this fantastic design for a space shuttle behind me. I'm slightly worried about the materials. I think that it might take a bit of effort to get it off the ground, but you know, it's very close. They were very close to having their own space shuttle until ESA was formed. So all credit to them, really.
So having finished our walk, which was about 13,000 steps, we feel like we've earned this little treat. So we've ordered moules marinara and a nice drink. And we're sat in a nice little bar next to the marina. And that was our reward.